Hi, and welcome to my 39th Trig Point walk. Today we're starting off at Great Dalby and we'll be doing the Broccoli Farm Trig walk and then heading down to Thorpe Satchville. It's going to be roughly about an 8-mile walk, so let's get going. We've also parked next to one of the old hand pumps, which unfortunately is not working, and next to the Great War Memorial. We're now going to head down to the church, which isn't actually that far from the Royal Oak pub. So all we need to do now is cross over the road. First of all, we're going to go up to the church and have a little look around the church at some Apotropaic markings and see if you can find the benchmark and all that lot. You never know. As you walk up through the churchyard at Great Dalby, you can really sense the layers of history under your feet. The church here is dedicated to St. Swithuns, a saint long associated with the weather, a fitting patron in a farming village like this. Parts of the tower dates back to the 13th century, though the site itself is thought to have even older Saxon origins. These headstones, weathered and leaning, tell their own quiet stories of the village's past generations. Look close at the stonework and you might spot not only old mason marks but faint Apotropaic scratches too. Warning signs etched to protect the church from harm and guide souls safely home. It's a small hidden link to the village's ancient beliefs, blending with St. Swithun's legacy of care of the land and its people. Well, that's handy. We've found the benchmark straight away, right in front of us, just in the doorway. So I think that's our 25th benchmark. Fortunately, we can't get into the church because it's locked, which is unusual. But I think the church bells might be going off very shortly for the 1:45. So we've looked around the church. We head back down onto the road and walk past the Royal Oak pub, and there should be a sign just past here on the left-hand side, which will take us through the pub garden and out on our walk. First, we make our way through the car park and then up these steps, and yes, the map was actually correct. The official path takes us right through the middle of the pub garden. It's not the sort of route you'd normally expect, weaving between tables and chairs. God, this looks a bit of a struggle. I don't know how you're going to get through here. It's not a very well maintained footpath, but hey up, looks like Wayne's actually found a way through here. So, which way did you go, Wayne? Oh, so we're going that way then. Get through here, it's not a proper path, but it's not very well maintained. Hey up, waiting to find another way marker. Hang on a second, which way are you going? I'm completely losing track. We can't go that way. Look at it, it's terrible. I might actually turn back and go along the road. This is just too much like hard work. Ah, I can see it now. There's the way marker. Just got to trip through all these thistles and brambles. I can almost see the path. We're not going to get through that. It's just too hard. I might go round. It's probably be quicker. They really should keep this area better maintained than it is. That's typical. Just when you think it's all over, you find out there's a branch blocking the stile. I don't know how Wayne got over there though. Once you've gone through all the weeds, you turn left and you go through this gate and then turn right. Okay, as you come in towards somebody's house, you turn left. Seems a bit strange, this.
Yeah, that shouldn't be there.
Yeah. I think it's through that gate in front. Oh well, just found a big discovery. We didn't need to do that bit of the walk because we could have just gone from the church and there's a path just there, which we had no idea what it's all about. But go straight up there and that takes you onto the path. So we sort of wasted our time, so we're back at the church now. So, well, that's been a complete waste of time. We've been walking for about 40 minutes and we can still see the car. This looks like the old part of Great Dalby. Probably been standing here for decades. This is a handy little thing on the wall. A little hook with some vending machines in, selling milk.
£5 credit.
£5 credit.
I think that's
226, please.
226.
Well, so you got my card, are you treating me? Yeah. Oh, after having a nice milkshake like that at this vending machine place, you head down Kirby Road and you'll see a sign on your left hand side and you just go through this field. The only problem this time of year, everywhere's all overgrown. We've got to try and work our way across this bridge now. So once you cross over into the field, cross over, and as you can see just in the distance is the embankment for the Melton Mowbray to Nottingham railway line. Hopefully you can go on there and have a little look around. Probably won't be able to, but then we just carry straight on towards the trig point. Not too sure whether it's going to be possible to walk up there or not, but we're not going to go that way, and I don't know about Wayne, but I've had enough of all this struggling through brambles. So after you've been along this green lane, across the fields and that lot, you'll come to Station Road. When you got into Station Road, you just turn right, then we'll be coming into an unnamed road, and that's where the trig point is, about half a mile up there. This concrete pillar once anchored maps of Britain. Today it's a compass for wanderers like ourselves. It's amazing that I've done 39 of these, although I've not done that many videos, but as you can see, this one's well looked after. The spider is being guarded by flies. The benchmark is S4661. It's in brilliant condition, dead easy to find, just down this path to that farm. Got horses watching what we're doing, thinking that's a bit sad, but it's just off the main road there, down here, and the benchmark is just there. Well looked after, probably the best looked after one that we've done. I think Wayne's actually going to put some plants in there. Well, that's an easy one to find, our 39th trig point, the Broccoli Farm trig point. You come up this road, which hasn't actually got a name, and you turn right down some farm track, and there it is on your left hand side, painted white in very good condition. Next, Thorpe Trussell, a name clinging to a vanished hamlet. Watch the tree lines, hare spinney, ancient woodlands where shadows play tricks. Folklore claims hares here aren't just hares, they're witches, familiar shapeshifters. I saw none today, but there again, would I? Would they show themselves to me? Soon we'll be following the old disused train line down to Thorpe Satchel. Imagine the ghostly echoes of the engine going by. Oh, well, I want to get down there, but there's a long way down. So we wanted to get down there. Oh, we're not going to do a geo-wizard today. We're not going to head down there. It looks a bit too impenetrable. But that is the Melton Mowbray to Nottingham line. So we're going to give that a miss. As you can see, it's a long way down, and if we can't walk anywhere, it's going to be basically impossible to get back up. But that is definitely impassable. Unfortunately, we can't get down on the train line because it's so overgrown. It's just not worth the risk of getting down there. So we're going to carry on walking along Klondike's Lane and pick up Pastures Lane, and about, I don't know, say 5 minutes down here, we pick up a public right of way again, turn right, and that will take us down to Thorpe Satchel, which will be hopefully an easier walk. Oh joy, another overgrown exit. Sorry, oh joy, another overgrown path for us to fight through. Like I said many times before, this is the shape of things to come. Just through there is the solar farm. Luckily that one's tucked away, but we're following this path through here, and this should eventually, hopefully, bring us out to Thorpe Satchel. And we've done almost 5¼ miles now. So once you've gone past that wild area, it's a bit hard to pass, and you've got the solar farm and the wind turbine. You see this stile. Just cross over here, and this should bring us into the back end of Thorpe Satchel. According to the map, this is a little pond, so we might actually stop here for a little bite to eat. But there's also some sort of building over there that's worth investigating. I'm not too sure what this could be. Could be something to do with the wall, like a shelter or something.
I think it was, there's pipe work in there. I bet it was some sort of pump, maybe a generator or a pump engine or something was in here.
Yeah. Wayne reckons it might have been some sort of pump, which,
pump house or something.
like a pump house. Probably right, more than likely right. We're now coming to Thorpe Satchville on the Great Dalby Road, so it's just going to do our usual thing, find the church and see whether they can find the benchmark and the Apotropaic markings. that's an interesting find. Something else connecting to the 10th Battalion. We accidentally walked past it, but to get to the church, you go down Church Lane. It's quite self-explanatory, past this lovely cottage. So this is St Michael's of All Angels Church. We're going to do our usual and have a look for Apotropaic markings and for the benchmark as well. And if we're lucky, we'll have a look inside. Much rebuilt in Victorian times, yet these stones remember dragons, or at least a fear of them. Faint Apotropaic scratches and a benchmark, the passives of both survivors and superstition. Functional, yes, but each chisel stroke also whispers off centuries of local care, fear and devotion. Like all good benchmarks, this benchmark is next to the bench. If anybody knows how many I've found so far, please let me know, but I'm going to call that 26. Now it's at the St Michael's of All Angels Church. We came off the Thorpe-Satchville Road and we're crossing over a field now, heading back up to Great Dalby, purely because the traffic on that road was horrendous. There's cars passing by every 5 seconds. This is extremely strange. As we come into Great Dalby again, it feels like we're actually going into somebody's back garden. Like, very strange. So, the fact that we're going through somebody's garden, extremely strange. So once you've actually gone through somebody's garden, brings you through some more cottages, and then we should be almost near the pub and the church. That's quite convenient. We're back where we started from. Well, this is a rather cosy pub.
Oh God, no. No, first and last. Yeah.
Oh, well, that's another trig walk done. That time it's the Brockleys Farm trig walk. So that's 39 trig walks done, and we're back at the pub now. And like I want to try and keep doing is having a pint at the end. So thank you for joining me, and salute. And I'll see you again next time. Bye.